Hi guys, and welcome back to Nifty Challenge. So it's a holiday, and we'll be having a free learning video. And this video is basically, I've chosen this topic because it is very much relevant to the present market, and you can see live as an example how this pattern works and how it is affecting in the current market right now. So it's called a bearish three continuous pattern and a bullish three continuous pattern, or a bull trap and a bear trap. That's what I call. So basically it's a bull trap and a bear trap. What happens in the market, I'll explain you with the examples. What here is that there's a good selling that comes, and then the selling is continuously recovered in the next three candles. So that is a sign that, again it is going to fall badly. So then let's show you with the current market, and I'll be using a Nifty chart for this. And first I'll explain you a bearish three continuous pattern. So what happens in a bearish three continuous pattern? Now this is a chart of Nifty, and I'll be using this candles, the present time of Nifty, what has actually happened, and I'll explain you what is a bearish three continuous pattern. And how to find it is a right pattern or it is wrong pattern, how to avoid it, we will just learn about this now. Now this one is not exactly happening here, that also I'll explain you. So let's go about the pattern first. So what happens in this pattern is that the first candle is a big bullish, big bearish candle in the bearish pattern. So this is a big candle. You see a big bullish candle, a big bearish candle, sorry, a big red candle that happens on the first day. Followed by this, you know what happens? There are three candles which are green candles. It's a three continuous pattern. That is why it is called. Now, how do you catch this pattern is that the third candle has not closed above the bearishness of the first candle. If in case after this candle, these three candles, the third candle, either it can be a doji. Usually it forms a doji in the third candle. Always that is a very strong sign that this pattern is formed. See, it is nearly a doji that was formed on the third candle. And in case this candle was closed above this area, you see this level. In case it was above this area closing, then this pattern was a false and it was not been formed. Let me show you somewhere else. You see first candle, second candle, and the third candle went above this area. Even in the second candle, it crossed this area, so it is not a right pattern. So the first thing you need to note down is that in this pattern, after a big red candle, the next three candles are unable to close the first candle. That is why you see when I make videos and all, when I give my analysis in the Telegram and all, I tell you that within the next so many days, within that much period, if Nifty is unable to cross this level, then this will happen. This is why I give these ideas, because these are based on the patterns and technical analysis. So that's what I was telling in my previous videos. You saw if Nifty is unable to cross this region of 14,650. See, this was a very important level I've been giving you on the videos previously. On these 2 days videos, if you notice, I've given this as a very crucial level of 14,650, and this was the reason. Okay, let's come back to the reading part. So market makes a big red candle first, followed by three green candles, and in the third candle, it has not closed above this candle. Now what happened? On the fourth day, market will form a bearishness. Now let's, what happened? It usually happen on the fourth or on the fifth day. Subsequently, after fourth or fifth day, it has to achieve that target, on which the calculation, I will just show you what it happens. Alright, so let's first teach you how to calculate, how to take advantage of these candles. Let's come to a text part. So on the text part, what we do first is we note down the high and low of this first candle. Now you see what is the high here. Let me show you. Just notice in this area, it will show. So this is the first candle. The high is 14652. And the low is 14248. So the high minus low. Let me open my calculator, just a moment. So high minus low is 14652 minus 14248. That is 404 points. Okay. So this is our value point, our sell price. Sorry, this is our point value. So you will get a advantage of 404 points. Now what is our selling price? Usually this is a selling pattern, so you will go bearish in this pattern. Selling price is high plus low divided by 2. Very usual to what patterns I have taught you. See, the principles are nearly the same. That will be 14652 plus 14248 plus 142. It's 14652 plus 14248 and divided by 2, that comes to 14468. 14468. Now this is a point where you have to sell the market. 14468. Any time it comes, this is a sell price on the market. Now I'll explain you what videos I made, how I gave you a target, and we'll come to it now. Point value is 404 points. Now this price of 14468, third day or the fourth day, whenever you come, and what will be our target? That comes to 14064. This will be our target. What will be our stop loss? Stop loss will be the top of this candle that was at 14652. Okay, so what happens now? Let's understand it. Market gave a big bearish candle followed by 3 candles. These candles were unable to break this bearishness, so this was a trap on the bulls. People buy here, they keep buying at this place. Also, what happens next day? It opens a good gap down. Usually, if I will show you more examples, if it doesn't open a gap down, then on the fourth candle, let's understand it somewhere where we have seen it else. Okay, that maybe you guys can search about it if you can. Not able to find a pattern here. Let me explain it to you first. So what happens on a bearish candle? These 3 candles are formed, and on the fourth day, any time you get market at 14468, you sell the market for a target of 14064. What happened on the fourth day? It opened gap down. It opened up to here. It made a low of 14190. Came up. You should have already booked your profits because even this is a good target. Now, on the next day, it goes upside. You see what I made on this day's video. I said 14508 is a doji. And also, anytime you get market in this area, it will be a sell. Why I was giving this target is because of this reason. Because at the moment it comes to 14468, if you sell the market, see it made a low of 14208. Now on a subsequent day, it is a possibility that market has to test this level of 14064. Already it has done on SGX, I guess. But let's see, it will probably touch this level of 146,064 and then come back. So this is how this pattern works, and your stop loss will remain in this area of the top. Another important thing to note is what happens now. This happens on the 5th candle. First candle is this one, second, third, fourth, and the 5th candle itself achieves a bearishness, which happens. It already happened. If you see, it gave a low of 14190. Usually, if you play smartly and trail your stop losses, you would have already made profit here if you know this pattern. It did not happen. Came the next day, it even made a low again, came back to this area. Now this 14468 is an important level. Unless and until it will go above this area, it will not be able to sustain. And even above this area, until this zone, it will be a sell till it breaks the level of 14653. Okay, I hope you understood this. So next, what happens usually? If the trend has to change, what market does is forms a doji or a spinning candle. In case the trend has to change and this pattern has to finish, the market has to form a spinning or a doji candle after this. Only then this pattern is considered as a finished pattern. I'll show you with examples. Let's see here. See here, this formed a bullish, did cross. Okay, it was a different pattern. It is not the one. Let me pause and come back to somewhere where I can show you this. Okay, so here I am on the chart of Container Corporation of India. You see what happens here in this area. There was a big red candle that formed. Then there were 3 green candles, 4th one also, but it was unable to break this area. You see, this is a bull trap. This is showing that the recovery it has done. And then it consolidated here for some time, and this is normally at the half area where you can sell the market with this as stop loss. And if you sold here, you see this fall comes and this goes below this low, much lower, and achieves your target. You see this, and After this bearishness ends when there are spinning candles. You see small spinning candles or something are formed here, only then the trends change. Otherwise this trend continues on the bearishness. This is what we have to watch out in the Nifty. Opposite to this pattern is called a bullish pattern, which is a bullish 3 continuous, or a bear trap, which we call. Let's show you a bear trap pattern also. Look at this one. There was a good green candle. Then after a green candle, there are 3 red candles. Now this third red candle is unable to break this low. 3 red candles, and what happens the next day? You get a buying at a half area, and then you move on a upside to achieve your target. If you do the calculation here, you will definitely get the answer. If you want to do the calculation, I hope I've given you the idea how to calculate, and from here for the buying price you can do the same thing. Same point value, target will be added in place of buying, and stop loss will be bottom of the green candle. So this is a continuation pattern that has already been formed on Nifty, and most likely this part is already done, I can say, but there is still a possibility of testing this low of 14,064 as per the pattern. And in case it is not testing, then it should form a spinning or a doji candle right after this day or somewhere further to these days to reverse the trend. Okay guys, I hope you like the content. I hope this will benefit you, and do test, do check it on stocks, do your homework, check some stocks where you can find this pattern. And remember the key points. Where it fails is when any of these 3 candles on a 3 continuation breaks the top of the previous, or in case of a bullish pattern breaks the bottom of the first mother candle, which we call. Thank you so much, and keep learning, and please like, subscribe and share, and have a nice holiday.